It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next.
Well, the skies are clear, the sun is out, but don't be deceived. There's a big-time nip in the air on this crisp autumn day at Lincoln Financial Field. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and 8. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Steps away. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Delay of game, offense.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here is 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Burrow Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So on fourth down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, Swift. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete through the middle of the field and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase 56 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. Talk with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he returns 2. DeAndre Swift and the Eagles back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Hurts. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. They go play action with Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to blow up in their faces. Not only do they not get the first, they're going to lose big yardage as well. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Bengals have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Burrow on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seeing the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Swift again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet. And
now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So that drives 7 plays in length. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 9. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Here's Burrow. Now inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 54 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Hurts. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by 2. A little over 40 seconds to go. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. Now Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Throwing, Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now. Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Burrow, he's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson. This from 55 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game. 5
points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.